Floyd Mayweather's broke. You know, that's what a lot of people don't realize. He gets these big checks and doesn't pay the taxes on it.
He was supposed to testify, and then now this, so
Yeah.
what exactly happened?
Just an amazing fall from grace, and so many people wondering where their money is.
Not all about the money. Well, your kids can't eat legacy. They can eat off the currency.
Startling video shows Floyd Mayweather visibly shaken after an unexpected announcement of bankruptcy. Kids can't survive on legacy, they need real money, he remarked, underlining his commitment to building lasting wealth for future generations. Known for his high-rolling image, Mayweather is now facing growing scrutiny over his financial health and long-term sustainability.
It's not all about the money. Well, your kids can't eat legacy. They can eat off the currency. I believe in building generational wealth. That's what's important to me. Generational wealth. My kids will be great because I will push them to be great. Not in boxing, just in business. Whatever they want to do, I will always push them to be great.
Mayweather says it's often his own community that turns on him, calling him broke whenever he makes strategic moves. He insists his exhibition bouts are calculated decisions, not signs of financial trouble. But envious critics twist his plans, claiming he's desperate, according to Floyd. The negativity always spikes when he's on top and making power plays.
But soon as someone black, when my career is over as far as me in a combat sport, as far as boxing, whatever, if I'm promoting on social media or I'm doing exhibitions, it's like, oh man, he's broke. No, it's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say nothing about the guys that's 80 and 90 that's still making hundreds of millions and billions, but soon as somebody black does it, your people, your own people say, oh, he's broke. Listen, I'm not here to talk about no one else's pockets because I got to where I got to focusing on Floyd Mayweather. That's how I got to becoming 50 and 0. Because my thing was always, I didn't care what nobody else was doing. I had to focus on me and my family.
Jake Paul has come out swinging, declaring that Floyd Mayweather is actually broke even if most people haven't realized it yet. He argues that Mayweather's flashy image is just a smokescreen, hiding the fact that the cash isn't rolling in like before. Jake believes the illusion is crumbling, and soon, the truth will be obvious to everyone.
Jake, now, did Logan ever get paid with the situation with Floyd Mayweather?
Nah, not yet. Floyd Mayweather's broke. You know, that's what a lot of people don't realize. He gets these big checks and doesn't pay the taxes on it. And then the IRS comes hunting him down later. He owes a lot of people I know money. And Logan's deep down on that list, so I don't know if Logan's ever gonna get paid.
Logan Paul disclosed that investors linked to his exhibition fight with Mayweather were left unpaid. According to him, these backers waited for their promised compensation, but Mayweather didn't deliver, leading to legal action. The situation has raised red flags about Floyd's financial management and his ability to honor business agreements.
On his investment, and sure enough, he didn't get his initial investment back. He's strung along. He gets like $100K here and there, strung along, not getting paid.
Beyond unpaid investors, Logan Paul also questioned Mayweather's financial credibility. He mentioned that Floyd famously dubbed Money Mayweather owes sizable debts to different entities, including sellers in Dubai. Paul expressed frustration about not being paid for their bout, despite its huge earnings, suggesting deeper issues with Mayweather's financial practices and accountability.
Floyd Mayweather's made over $1 billion throughout his entire career, but now he's being accused of being broke. This accusation comes from Logan Paul, who fought Floyd Mayweather 1 year ago, which was one of the biggest fights in all of history, selling over 1 million pay-per-view buys. But Floyd Mayweather was paid the majority of the money, when it was reported he made $100 million off the fight. For Logan Paul, who handled all the marketing, it's not the same where he hasn't been paid one penny. That's because every single dollar made went through Floyd Mayweather's company. Logan Paul said despite them having a contract, he's owed $5 million by Floyd Mayweather that he's just not paying him. Logan Paul, along with his brother Jake Paul, have bashed Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of being broke. Which Floyd Mayweather is undeniably a pretty bad guy, where he went to jail for 2 months for domestic battery. Floyd Mayweather has been accused of domestic abuse by over half a dozen women, including his ex-wife, and was confirmed in court by his son when he was just 10 years old. But Floyd Mayweather took offense to being called broke and said he makes $300 million a month, which is a complete joke because it would mean he has more cash coming in than Bill Gates. And Logan Paul said if Mayweather doesn't pay soon, he's taking him to court. But who knows, maybe Mayweather's money is just a show.
Reports claim that Floyd Mayweather owes the IRS an estimated $22 million in unpaid taxes. This hefty liability has only intensified public doubts about his financial condition and has reignited conversations about how well he's managed the millions earned during his illustrious boxing career.
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. What, they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey, man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find this strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff, all that flash that y'all see. But y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter. But, man, hey, man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there, because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you on all these millions? But, man, stay tuned for that next video.
Exhibition matches. Floyd Mayweather defended his participation by saying they let him showcase his talents to newer audiences. He stressed that these events are for entertaining fans and displaying his abilities without the serious risks tied to official professional fights.
Case my talent and give people just a glimpse of, you know, what I was doing when I was at the height of my career. You know, when I was at the pinnacle of my career. You know, so just being able to just travel the world and put on shows, put on exhibition bouts, and still sell out arenas. It's a great feeling. But you know, the fans love it. Now, I truly believe if I took a lot of views in the sport of boxing throughout my career, then I probably wouldn't still be doing exhibitions or putting on boxing showcases. But I didn't really take no abuse in the sport of boxing, so I feel like I can continue to go out there, have fun, and put on shows throughout the world.
Mayweather explained in an interview that exhibition matches bring in significantly more revenue than pro fights, while a sanctioned bout might net him around $20 million. He claims exhibitions can pull in close to $100 million, making them a far more profitable path after retirement.
It's crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make $3 million, $4 million, $6 million, $7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
Imagine playing basketball and getting 40 million for a fucking preseason game.
That's real money.
And I get all mine up front.
Although Mayweather defends his exhibition fights, many believe he's primarily doing them for money. Critics argue that his continued presence in the boxing scene suggests financial necessity, rather than genuine love for the sport.
I've said this shit for years. I think I think he needs the money, and I think that's why he's fighting. Ever since the Logan Paul fight,
when you Floyd, you don't need money.
You don't know what his finances are. This dude has gambling problems. This guy is...
Whoa. Do you have any fucking link to back up that ridiculous claim that he has gambling problems?
Not gambling problems, but he gambles heavily, yes. There is. He posts it all the time.
Okay, do you have any fucking, any links to back up that he loses?
You don't know that he doesn't. All I know is that he's doing shit.
My point is, until there are links stating that Floyd Mayweather gambling has put him in debt. Like,
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
So what, you the one said gambling problem. You said gambling problem and needs money.
I think it's a mix between the way he lives his life, the money that he spends, and all the other things that go into it.
You're insinuating a lot. You don't know.
And I've always thought that.
You don't know his finances.
I'll continue thinking.
Mayweather's handshake deal and promotion with Mac. David Adams has raised eyebrows, with some interpreting the move as financially motivated. Speculation points to his current money issues as the reason for his involvement. Additionally, Mayweather allegedly failed to repay a $2 million loan to rapper 50 Cent, which reportedly damaged their friendship, underscoring his mounting financial obligations to close associates.
This looked like a friendship that was gonna last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
He changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
As he was actually going into jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather promotion.
Right.
Then as he actually got in, I took a look. I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC, there's no seal, it's not incorporated. It's just
a name.
Yeah. When he says helping with Mayweather Promotions and it's not there, I go, okay, I know what he means. He wants me to
get it together.
Put it together for him. So I do TNT Promotions, I get it all the way together.
Yeah.
Then he comes home, there's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where, you know, it's $300,000 chains getting bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money? He acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell you how to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man. Do you think Floyd Mayweather scammed 50 Cent?
Oscar de la Hoya reflected on Floyd's rise, saying Mayweather only became the money persona after their iconic match. Before that fight, Floyd earned much smaller purses, but the bout significantly elevated both his income and his fame.
Before Mayweather fought me, he was making $2-3 million on my undercards. After beating me, Mayweather becomes Money Mayweather, and he becomes this global superstar. I think we sold 2-point-something million homes. I believe he made something like 8 million all said and done.
And what did you make all said and done in that fight?
I had to be closer to 80.
You made 80 million, he made 8 million. So the negotiation was 90-10?
Sometimes fighters don't understand negotiating the right way.
Oscar de la Hoya has also taken shots at Mayweather's exhibition matches, calling them embarrassing. He criticized Floyd for facing opponents far beneath his level, suggesting these fights are done purely for financial reasons, not competition.
Okay, Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real show that left the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. Floyd, I'm rooting for you. Come on, let's turn it around.
Back in 2021, Floyd Mayweather and rapper Tyga reportedly hired a luxury watch broker, making large down payments to purchase high-end watches and jewelry from Miami-based jeweler Leonard Sulyanov.
This is how Floyd Mayweather and Tyga might get away without paying $4 million in jewelry. So a lot of wealthy people buy assets or luxury items under business entities. This allows them to pay less tax while also having protection against lawsuits personally. In this case, Tyga and Floyd used a watch broker and some upfront cash to make the deal go through. But as the days passed, no payment was made on the balance that was due, and even their agent admitted they owed $4 million. So what these two did is they signed and paid using a business, and then before paying the full amount, gifted it to themselves on behalf of the business that bought it. Therefore, the broker can't go after Floyd or Tyga because they didn't buy it from them personally. A business that they may control bought it and then gifted it to them. But in this sense, is completely separate. But what they did is how the rich get richer. Us in our daily lives have no protection from lawsuits. But as soon as you use a business, the laws completely change. So I'm not saying you should do this or that they'll even get away with this, but it's definitely an interesting way to get expensive jewelry cheaper.
Despite all the financial controversies, Mayweather keeps up his high-rolling lifestyle. Recently, he made headlines for allegedly buying $42 million worth of real estate. While others facing money troubles might cut back, Floyd continues to flaunt his wealth, turning the extravagant purchase into a media sensation, reinforcing his Money Mayweather image.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple...
I'm not 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and 100 and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably 62
think
buildings.
About it. If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of those.
Rumors soon surfaced suggesting that Floyd's $42 million real estate deal wasn't what it seemed. Reports claimed he didn't fully own the buildings, but rather held a minor stake, casting doubt on the scale of his actual purchase.
For some odd reason, at the beginning of the year, Floyd Mayweather decided to tell us all that he bought a bunch of apartment buildings and Upper Manhattan. Everybody has found out that that wasn't true. Apparently, it's not that hard to figure out who owns property. This is not an indictment on Floyd Mayweather as a boxer. He is one of the best boxers we've ever seen. Anybody who is privy to Floyd Mayweather's antics outside of the ring knows Floyd ain't bought no goddamn apartment buildings in no Upper Manhattan, bro. We knew that when he told us. I'm not sure who Floyd Mayweather thought he was fooling. Nothing about Floyd Mayweather outside of a boxing ring says savvy. I'm sorry. This is the same Floyd Mayweather that 50 Cent told he would donate $50,000 to the charity of his choice to read Harry Potter. He bought $400 million worth of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Come on, Floyd. The people who was living in apartment buildings, the second they heard that Floyd Mayweather bought their building, they was on the phone with property management like, what's really? I will pay $10,000 a month, but I won't pay $10,000 a month to a nigga. Floyd, you can't just do that with Upper Manhattan apartment buildings, bro. Tell lies like that about the projects, man. You gotta do that to the hood, man. Ain't nobody going for that shit in Upper Manhattan.
That same month, Floyd was seen showing off a new private jet, supposedly costing around $500 million, despite whispers of bankruptcy and ongoing lawsuits. He appeared determined to prove he's still on top. Mayweather is known not just for being rich, but for making sure everyone knows it, even carrying backpacks full of cash just for show.
Yeah. I think it was like a $5 or $8 million 5-fight deal or something like that. You have to check the numbers, but he turned that down to start his own promotion. And when he was with HBO, he worked out that deal to do the 24/7, where you can see the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That was right around the time when reality TV was getting big.
Yeah.
So you didn't have social media then. People began to build and know Floyd off of the 24/7.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, my wife even became a boxing fan from watching the 24/7s.
Yeah.
So the timing of him becoming his own boss, which you're gonna make the majority.
Mayweather. It's all about the persona staying the flashiest, wealthiest figure in the room. From his lavish displays to his insane collection of luxury watches, Floyd built a brand on excess. He claimed he shared his lifestyle out of generosity, but it often came off as pure showing off. Now that he's rumored to be broke, his past spending sprees are seen in a new light.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases, and they're all full of watches. So when I travel, I like to take, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is &Co. As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, &Co. As you can see, &Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side. Now, we want to give the people an appetizer or something light. So we give you 2 appetizers, then we give you a main course. Just a few watches that I got while I travel. So check this out. We're gonna go here first. And of course, the company is &Co. Crazy company. Now, I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come give you guys a breakdown.
That wraps up today's coverage. Stay tuned for more updates in the next episode.